on in. Hi, I'm Erica. Nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Stephanie. Nice to meet you.
Have a seat. Was it easy for you to find the place? Did you find it well?
It was. It was surprisingly easy, and it's located right next to my favorite coffee shop.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, so have you ever been to counseling before? Is this your first time?
This is my first time.
Your first time. If it's okay with you, I'd like to go over some of what we do here, what confidentiality is, all that kind of good stuff.
Sounds good.
So this counseling center, we're here basically for you. So anything you want to talk about, whether it's family, friends, school, anything, we're here just to talk it through, to get your feedback, to get my feedback, and work together. And then, since it's your first time, there's this thing called confidentiality, where anything you say is just between you and I. So I'm not going to go blabbing to your parents, I'm not going to go blabbing to your friends or your roommate, your RA, anything like that, unless there's one stipulation to that. And that is if you're going to hurt yourself or somebody else, then I have to report that. But other than that, you're good, and you can tell me anything you want. So let's get started.
All right.
So, Stephanie, why are you here today?
Well, I've been having a couple conflicts with my roommate, and I just figured that it was time to talk to somebody else about it before I get angry at her and overreact.
Yeah, understandable. That's really good that you had that insight to come on in and talk with me before you decided to overreact. You said that you're having some conflicts. Can you explain that to me a little bit better?
So, my roommate, Des, and I, we've been roommates for 3 years now.
Oh, wow.
And like in the beginning, it wasn't that bad because we were just getting to know each other. But now we're really good friends, and we're both from New Jersey, so we're both full of sass.
Okay.
And like sometimes we get on each other's nerves, and we don't mean to. And I don't really tend to say like that she hurt my feelings, and I just like keep it in. And then all of a sudden, like it starts to pile up, and I freak out on her. And I don't want to freak out on her. Like, I want to be friends with her and be nice to her and be able to go get coffee and relax. But I just can't help but think about how angry I am with her and how frustrating she is. And, like, she comes in. Okay, you would get annoyed, too. She comes in at 3 o'clock in the morning from doing her homework, flicks on the lights, and she's slamming like all of the drawers and stuff like that. Like, she's just inconsiderate. And I'm a baby, so I go to bed at like, on a good day, like 10 o'clock, okay? And so I'm sound asleep. She comes in like a wrecking ball, wakes me up, and then doesn't even apologize, and then she's up at 6 o'clock in the morning when I have to be up at 6:30 for work. And it's just frustrating because I need my beauty sleep.
Well, I'm sorry that you're feeling frustrated with your roommate. A lot of times, people that are in college do have these roommate issues after a while, so it's totally understandable how you're feeling. You said a little bit about keeping your feelings inside and not really explaining that to her. Why do you think you do that? Do you have any like specific reason? Do you think it's just because you want to make sure there's no fighting?
I think you're right. It is part not wanting to be in a fight with her, and it's also like not wanting to hurt her feelings. I always want to like, I don't know, make people feel comfortable. I hate conflict.
Yeah.
And so I don't like to talk about it. I just let it go. But when I let it go, then all of a sudden like one little thing will get me to freak out.
So a lot of times you let the things go, but then it'll just explode.
Yeah, exactly. And, like, sometimes I'll call her names. Like, I shouldn't have said that she comes in like a wrecking ball because she isn't Miley Cyrus. But it's just frustrating, and I don't think before I speak.
Yeah.
Which can be, like, a huge problem.
Do you have that issue with a lot of other areas in your life, like not thinking before you speak, or is it just when it comes to your roommate?
I would say it's mostly around, like, people that I'm comfortable with. And so, like, my family, we joke around a lot, and sometimes it could be, like, crude humor. And I just assume that, like, everybody jokes around like that. But sometimes I'll say things, and, like, Des will get upset. And like I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I was just joking around, but she doesn't take it as a joke.
Yeah, that's understandable. A lot of times when it comes down to how we've been raised and stuff like that, we assume that everyone's been raised that way, when in reality that's not the same. Can you explain to me a little bit about the relationship that you've had with her in the past? Like, has it been always good, or has it always been like this?
So we met freshman year. She actually like didn't even live. She moved into my room like late in the semester, and so she was friends with a lot of my friends, and that's how we kind of got to know each other. And then we connected over the fact that we're both from New Jersey. And so I feel like since we didn't really know each other in the beginning, it was kind of like innocent. And then like sophomore year, we got to know each other a little more. And this year, it's just like we're really stressed out, we're really busy, and we haven't got time to sit down and talk to each other. So I think a lot of our frustrations just like come out all at once.
Understandable. Yeah, especially being a junior. That's a really hard year, being in college.
But I'm almost done. Can't wait.
That's awesome. So can you explain to me a little bit about how she makes you feel? Just the things that she does, like how does she make you feel? Like is she rude to you, or is she nice to you most of the time?
Well, I would say like coming in and being disruptive like that is rude. And like sometimes she'll make me feel like I'm less than she is, or like I'm not as smart as she is, or just like I'm not enough. But I never told her that. So if I never told her that, of course she can't fix that.
Yeah. I'm sorry that she makes you feel that way, because feeling like you're not enough is never a good feeling.
Yeah. It's frustrating.
Yeah. I'm excited for you to come in, and I'm excited for our next sessions. What do you think? What do you want from this? Would you want to meet every week? Are you looking for extensive therapy?
I think that, sorry, I never put my phone on silent. I think that I would want to meet weekly for now. And then, like maybe once Des and I are like getting better in our relationship, we could meet like bi-weekly or even like monthly.
Awesome. That sounds good. That sounds like a good plan. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.